Hi everyone, welcome to this week's first mini episode of the Lads Film Thing podcast, where four friends discuss a film, generally have a good time.
Don't worry, there won't be any spoilers.
So, a quick introduction to us. You have got Lucy.
Hello.
Me, Abby. Dan.
Hi.
And Sam.
Hey.
So this week was a bit of a special episode because we went to see a secret film at the cinema. And we had kind of worked out what it was, but it was The Creator and it was amazing. Sam, do you want to tell us a bit about the film and what it was about?
Sure. So The Creator is set in a time in the future where artificial intelligence, AI, has come on leaps and bounds. And it's gone from robots to kind of people, where they look like people. They have scans of people's faces and they're fully integrated with society. And then I won't try and give too much away, but this is a time where some of the world is pro-AI and the rest of the world is very anti-AI. And then it's a journey about a main guy, Joshua, and his kind of journey through that world.
What did you think of it, Luce?
I loved it. I think we suspected that was it, didn't we? Because we guessed the runtime. Well, we saw the runtime, so we guessed the movie. So I was pleased, but also thinking that this isn't the sort of movie I would normally see at the cinema. Like, we might have watched it when it came to TV. But then as we sat through, it was just so good. I really enjoyed it. And it's just so nice to be in the cinema where you've got no distractions and you're sort of forced to pay attention. So even if it's not a movie you would normally watch, once you get into it, it is really good. The story really gripped me, and it was so emotional. Obviously, no spoilers, but it really moved me. Some of the scenes were really incredible. I loved it.
Yeah, I also loved it. Probably different from you, Luce. This is a film I would go out of my way to see. I do like a sci-fi film, and it was brilliant. Like the scale and the vastness of what they were trying to do, like the locations. It was just really incredible. David John Washington was brilliant. And the kid, who's also the main character, was brilliant as well. And their relationship is really cool. That's not a spoiler. You see that in the trailer. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. I was reading, it's funny you guys saying about the vastness and the bigness of the film, because I was reading something with the director, who I absolutely cannot remember his name.
Gareth Edwards.
So it's been released in a couple of those cinemas that go
oh yeah,
3/4 of the way round you.
Really? 270 degrees.
270 degrees. 3/4, if you will.
Give or take.
Looking at Sam, he does maths for the group.
Yeah. For the group.
All maths for the group is done by Sam. So yeah, it was shown in loads of countries in those 270 degree things. I shared on our Facebook at Lads Film Thing a video of it being shown in 270 degree.
Oh right, I didn't know we had a Facebook page actually.
I didn't either. Hopefully somebody else does.
For the listeners, we don't have a Facebook page. I think Abby means X or Twitter.
Ugh. I don't want to say X. Fine.
She's put it on a message board in the local council.
Yeah. Oh, and the Tesco Express round the corner.
Next to her offer to pressure washer your lawn.
Got to get those extra pennies in. It's on X/Twitter at Lads Film Thing. Yeah. Retweeted.
And I am going to go and have a look at that because we were in a big screen to begin with, and that was amazing.
An X Plus.
Yeah, and our snacks were on point.
They were very good.
Yeah.
The snacks were good, Lucy. I'm glad you brought that up, actually.
Yeah.
Yes.
We should talk about that more than the film, definitely, for sure.
Yeah, I had olives. I've never had olives in the cinema before. That was good.
I did not go for olives.
What did you have?
I had everything else. Brownies, peanuts.
Root vegetable crisps?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pizza breads?
Oh, no, I didn't have that.
The hummus?
No.
Apple donut with caramel sauce?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Sam, you even had 2.
I did. You have to squeeze it into a little tub, but you can fit 2 in there if you're creative.
If you work hard enough and you know your own mind.
This is a film about people that can create robots. I can squeeze 2 donuts into a little tub.
It's true. We embodied the film.
Yes. We couldn't be more prouder of you.
Bigly. Bigly prouder.
Is this a good time to talk about what we think about AI? in general? Is it scary? Are we worried about our future? Yeah.
There have been so many films about AI kind of destroying the world.
iRobot.
Yeah.
I was just
And
about to say,
Yeah.
Will
maybe
Smith's
the
there. I'm
Terminator
not scared
in there
about
as
AI.
well.
Oh, yeah.
Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then everything about like the writer strike and everything. This is kind of the other side of AI, where it's used for creative purposes. So to have a film kind of combines the two to be these robots that interact but grow and develop, it's quite a good time for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was oddly kind of prescient considering this is the year where everything like ChatGPT and things have kind of exploded, that this film would actually be out. It's weird because the AI we have now is like something that you type into a computer and then it gives you something back, or something you can speak to. There was none of that in this world. All of the AI in the creator universe is a robot-looking thing, and there's nothing where anyone's like speaking to a thing. There's a bit where he wakes up and he says, there's an alarm going, he says off.
Oh yeah.
But that's essentially just an Alexa, it's not AI. It's really weird that there was nothing like the AI that we have now.
Well, and the AI felt like it probably was how people from the 90s would kind of think about how AI is.
Isn't it based on a novel though, which is a bit older?
Don't know.
Really? That's interesting.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That is interesting. That makes a lot of sense. You might be BSing completely, but that would make a lot of sense because actually it's like robots and flying cars and flying ships and stuff. Like, I feel like you said we've moved into a world where maybe that film with whoever it's got in.
Is that Spike Jonze?
I don't know.
There's Scarlett Johansson as well.
Yeah, she's the voice. Yeah,
She's the voice. But actually,
It's not based on a book.
it's not based on a book.
It's based on a script, which is like a book.
What, from the 90s?
There's a few films that are based on scripts nowadays, aren't there?
I think most of them.
And I think that this podcast is pretty good evidence of why you should use a script and not just attempt to just do your best.
Yeah.
Because it will not be good enough.
So let's go into the scores.
So obviously this is our first episode and it is a mini episode, but we will just very quickly explain our complicated scoring system. So it's out of 60.
Each lad gives a score of 15.
Yeah,
And that 15 is divided into 3 categories. Enjoyability, shareability, and masterpiece ability. Scores out of 5 for each of those 3 from everyone.
And then that's the dog.
Right.
That's everything is combined to give one final score.
It makes perfect sense.
No, it's simple when you have done it like 27 times, but we haven't done it that many times yet. So, Sam, what was your enjoyability score?
On enjoyability, I'm going to give this film a 4.5.
Ooh,
That's high.
Liz?
I'm going to give it a 5.
Oh, Dan?
I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, and I would go 4. So we've got an enjoyability score of 17.5. Dan, shareability.
I'd give that a 5.
Sam!
Shareability, I'm going for 4.5 again. I would definitely recommend it to a lot of people, but where it's sci-fi and there are just some people that still probably don't understand AI, despite it being in films for years. But for most people, I would definitely go recommend it, especially at the cinema.
Liz?
Shareability, I would give probably a 3.5. And that I really, really loved it. But I think it's got to be your thing, or you've got to be open to it. I think there'll be a lot of people that it wouldn't interest them because it's just not their favourite type of movie.
Cool, and I would give it a 4 because I already have recommended it to some people. Masterpiece ability. Luce, what did you think about masterpiece ability?
I give it a 5. It was epic and the story was amazing.
Dan?
I give it a 4.5.
Oh, Sam?
I also give it a 4.5. I thought it was really big, really cool visuals, but sometimes it felt a bit small in terms of the amount of characters and things going on.
Yeah, I'd give it a 4.5 as well. So that gives us 18.5 for masterpiece ability.
So what's the total score out of 60, Ab?
Okay, so the overall score was 53.5.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very good. So that was it with the scores.
Thanks so much for listening.
So that was just a short sneak peek discussion because we had an advanced screening. Check out our first full podcast on the 18th of October, where we will be releasing 2 full discussions.
And we'll be releasing what they will be shortly.
And we can't wait to see you guys there. Make sure you give us a rating and review.
Like and subscribe.
Follow us on Facebook.
Ask Jeeves about us.
Okay, let's sign this off now.
Cool. Thanks, everyone.
See you soon.
Bye.
I didn't say the word bigness. I said scale.
No, you said vastly bigly, like Trump.